Hello, welcome back to the channel. I just want to say I'm switching to just League One to try and be a bit more different, really. That's all, and let's get started. We've got a managerial notice which I just want to discuss quickly. So yeah, Michael Duff takes over Mike Dodds at Wigan. I'm not surprised that they've sacked Dodds because he was quite awful and he started the season badly. That's what I'm gonna say. But actually, to be fair, that's a good appointment. That is a good appointment. Okay, Blackpool 1 Barnsley 0. Good win for Blackpool. Even though it was in 98th minute, they rescued it. 3 points is 3 points. Maybe they can start doing something from there, but I wouldn't worry private side. Barnsley conceded 1 right at the end. So I don't think defence is that bad. I think defence is definitely getting better. But concerning that the forwards have not put 1 goal. But you can't win them all, can you? You can't win them all. Bolton 4, Wigan 1. I mean, the derby, and also Wigan's form, I don't know what to think of them. They've won 3 games, drawn 3, lost 3. It's very inconsistent. It's very like win draw, lost, win draw. They're not consistent, I don't think. But just shambolic defending, especially that 4th one. Force just went straight through on goal and just, yeah. Not much else to say there, but that's a really good for Bolton though. And a really good win for Lincoln, who are flying. They're 3rd at the moment. A 3-1 win over Luton Town. I genuinely think Bloomfield is a contender to be the next manager sacked. And we're going to do a video on that very soon. But, I don't think he will. I don't think he should get sacked soon. But if they continue this patchy form, then he will. Because the side they've got is far better than doing how they are. And that's the truth. They're like, what, 10th or something? They might even be lower than that. Lost 4 games out of 8 in the league when they played Man City in the league just a couple of years ago. It's fallen off big time. They've got top players: Ali, Clark, Saville, Adebayo. I know he's injured, but still. Wells, Keeler, Anderson, Picasso. These are all top half championship players. Really. They've got them in League One and you're losing 3-1 away at Lincoln. No disrespect to Lincoln, but there is a problem, and that is the manager. Cardiff 1, Bradford 3. Really good win for Bradford. Actually, that is a really good win. And Sarcevic, he's a little player. I like Nerfel as well. Tommy Lee's not bad. Robertson got 1 goal back, but bro, Bradford are a good side, and I will keep saying that. These should not get promoted to come straight back down, and I genuinely think these are contender for playoffs. And if you disagree with me, then I mean you probably just don't watch this league if you disagree with me. As for Cardiff, I won't worry too much because Bradford are a decent side. But at home though, maybe I can worry a bit. I am contradicting myself, but that is a really good one for Bradford though. So I'm sure SHD will be happy. Doncaster Rovers 1, Wimbledon 2. Donny are falling off. They've lost the last 2 now, and they just don't look like the same side that they were. Really. Owen Bailey though, he's scoring goals. But yeah, Wimbledon did come out 2-1 winners in this one. Okay, next up, Huddersfield Town 2 North Burton. That's a good point for Burton, and then our bottom of the league. Seriously though, it's really worrying for Huddersfield. Again, I think the League One, like Bloomfield, could be out in a couple of months. I don't think it's out of the ordinary, really, because it's quite Burton at home and you're getting a 0-0. I don't know. It's worrying. It looks worrying. But I've got like 2 billion games in hand though. But so I won't worry too much that they are bottom of the league. But I think they're in trouble because I don't think they invested enough in it over summer. But I don't want to predict them to get relegated. So Plymouth Argyle. That's 1-0 to Peterborough. Peterborough honestly cooking. That's 2 wins on the trot now for a side which I thought were doomed. Morgan scored and there is pen and there's still 1 Peterborough. Plymouth have no excuses and I don't think Plymouth will get playoffs. I think they'll be there around like 10th when the season. Really. In maybe November I'll do an updated prediction. But yeah, currently 1-0 to Peterborough. Really good win. And Plymouth. Hope I'm not looking too good, bro. Hope I'm really not looking too good. So now moving on to Port Vale, who beat Mansfield Town 2-1 at home. Yeah, Port Vale also cooking. It's just 2 wins on the trot for them. Obviously, I think they were helped out by a red card, but still, they almost bottled it. And then Curtis, and Mansfield, I never know a Mansfield. Like one moment, I found this season. One moment they're a really good side, they're winning games, and they just stop. It's very hit and miss. I just don't know with teams like that sometimes. But Fort that's a good win. And Fancy Cole, you can score goals. He's a good goal scorer. Like, seriously. So I meant to say he looks good, and then I cut it off. We will again. Marriott scored early on, and then El Mazzuni cut back, and Fraser scored the winner for Reading against Leyton Orient. Again, I don't know Leyton Orient. They're too hit and miss. It's like Wigan. There's win, draw, loss, win, draw. I never know. You never know Leyton Orient. You never know what is happening. But El Mazzuni, I'm being honest with you, I did expect more since he's for Oxford. But honestly, to be honest, I still expect more from him now. To be fair, but he did get consolation ish, and then if the Reading won, it's not a consolation. I've worded that wrongly, but good win for Reading. And they're looking better now. They're looking better. Marriott looks like a good signing. Right, a good win for Stockport away. I'm going to go see you though. I've been disappointed with them so far this season. So they needed this, really, to save my liking of them, of how they've been. Rotherham, I just don't know. And that's why I think they're getting relegated. If I had to pick a bottom 4 at this moment in time, it'd be Rotherham, Bolton, Peterborough, and Exeter. Unfortunately, I do have to go for that last one. But Rotherham United, yeah, there's something about them which it just doesn't get to me. I know they beat us, but who cares? I think that's also their first home loss of the season, which is surprising, really. That's that bad to actually win games at home. Wootton there, on road, scored. Wootton's a good goal scorer. He can find back in that quite easily in this league. Seriously, good striker. Okay, then moving on to Stevenage Borough to Exeter 1. No one really calls them Stevenage Borough anymore, do they? They're just known as Stevenage now. I don't know why I called Stevenage Borough. Just done. Listen to this game on radio. And to be fair, I'm not mad that we've lost this. Because we put in a good fight. And that's honestly all I want to say in this side. If we are in games, I'm fine with it. Unless we're losing against crap sides, silly back passes. But there wasn't it wasn't really silly back passes. So I'm not annoyed, really. And Stevenage were a good side. Harvey White, though, that's a good free kick, must be said. Again, as I said, his legs are falling off. He's now on 4 goals this season. It doesn't feel like he's on 4 goals, but he is, somehow. Our final game, Wigan to Northampton Town 0. Michael Duff's, I was going to say return, but it's not his return. His first game as boss of the Buckinghamshire side. They got 2-0 win. George Abbott and Harvey with the goals. Northampton, you should never know for Northampton. But I think they'll just stay up, really. But now let's look at, I'll split it up in sections, bottom 8, 9 to 16, and the top 8. So let's look at the bottom 8 then, and who's in there. So yeah, currently Rotherham, Blackpool, Peterborough, and Burton are in the relegation zone. So Burton have 2 games in hand, but it's no excuse. But Reading, Port Vale, Wycombe, and Plymouth just about above the drop zone. Exeter, to be fair, are as well. They're in 16th place at the moment, actually sharing points with Plymouth. Northampton, Leighton Orient, Mansfield, Wigan, Luton in 11th. Bolton and Wimbledon make up the rest of the pack. Bolton are starting to climb the table a bit more now, which is definitely a lot more of what I'd expect from a club like Bolton. And then for our top 8, Stockport and Doncaster just outside the playoffs, with Bantams, Huddersfield, Cardiff and Lincoln making that up. Obviously Cardiff lost their first game today, but Bradford are top of the league and with Stevenage in 2nd place. And that's an interesting top 2. But if you enjoyed today, please drop a like. It's a shorter video. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.